مشاهدي كايرو لايف قناة القاهرة 24، أهلا بكم من داخل السفارة الإسبانية. الحقيقة لا صوت يعلو فوق صوت كأس العالم. كلنا تابعنا طبعا افتتاح كأس العالم في قطر، وكان يعني زي ما بيقولوا كده breath taking أو كان مبهر لناس كتير جدا. النهاردة معانا رئيس البعثة الإسبانية هنا في القاهرة، وحابين نبدأ معاه ونتكلم عن كأس العالم وعن منتخب إسبانيا. First of all, thank you for having us here today.
My pleasure.
What was your opinion on the opening ceremony of the World Cup yesterday?
Well, I only had the opportunity to see fragments of the opening because of the time, but I think it was very interesting and very promising on what will happen in these coming weeks. With regard to the organization and to the game, to the different games that will take place. I think is the best start we could have, and shows clearly that to choose Qatar and the region as a site for this tournament was a good choice.
Okay, as you speak about the organization, so how do you see the new ambiance of the World Cup in Qatar? Especially they banned the LGBT community, they banned the alcohol. How do you see this?
Well, maybe instead of watching from the point of view of forbidden things, we could see from the other perspective. The fact of having this tournament, I think, has promoted flexibility in rules, improvement in rights. So I think in the end, beyond the polemics that always go around an organization of this nature, it will prove that it's a positive development, not just for Qatar, but for the regions in terms of being more tolerant and more open societies. Mm-hmm.
Do you think that the new rules is more compatible to the ambiance of sports and watching matches? Do you think that these new rules are much compatible to this to the match and this ambiance of the sports ambience? Do you think that or not?
You mean that the ambience of the tournament, if it is compatible with
the new rules of alcohol and...
Well, we should not dramatize. In many European countries, it's the case of Spain, alcohol drinking is forbidden within the stadium and outside the stadium. So basically this is the rule that are applying in Qatar. So it's not so different from what we have in Spain.
Okay, perfect. So your expectations to who will be the World Cup champion?
Well, if by expectations you mean my wishes and my desires, clearly I would love that Spain would be able again to win for the second time after we did it in 2010 in South Africa. Okay. But being realistic is a very difficult indeed.
Why it's very difficult?
Because it's difficult for everyone. I mean, even for Brazil, who has won 5 times and could be considered ranked as the first favorite according to statistics, is always difficult because football is a sport which not only depends on the quality, on the good game, but on many factors, and not least being lucky. Okay. So it would be very dare to say that Spain is going to win. It's not one of the top favorites. It's a very young team which has already proved in the European tournament that is a team able to reach semi-finals and even could have, not the semi-final, sorry, the final, and even could have won it. But in the end, we have to wait and see.
Okay.
What happens?
Regardless, yes. So you said that your wishes will be Spain for sure, but
yes.
As a fan, do you think who will be the World Cup champion?
Well, if I had to bet, probably I would bet for Brazil.
Brazil. Okay.
But
Me too.
my wishes would be rather for Argentina, because it's a country where I have been posted twice and have lived more than 8 years, so I know it very well, and football is more than a sport there. And I think also it would be nice to see that one of the best players in history, like Messi, could be able to have this tournament, which is the only one that is really missing in his career.
Okay. So the Spanish embassy will organize some events to watch the Spanish team playing in the
Not as far as I know.
Okay.
But you know, here there is a representative of the La Liga that is not La Liga, Spanish Liga, but maybe they would organize something, but I have no specific news about it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank